I love bootstrap paradoxes.
Okay, what is this?
Almost looks like an alm to me, but I have no idea.
Florence,
Florence.
1503. We're heading back to...
Michelangelo. Oh, it's a chisel.
Oh, then in that case, we must be visiting the other artists.
Huh. Too bad we can't carry both of these at the same time. Then again, it probably isn't the same period of time.
Actually, it's a difference of like 2 years if I read correctly.
Oh, wow. Never mind.
That's weird. Couldn't they like cover it all in one stage? Seems like they could.
I guess they wanted to talk more about like the history of arts, which is pretty fair. Art is a very important aspect of civilization.
That it is. Art imitates life, and then life imitates art.
Yep,
Well, mostly.
true. I'm excited to come back here.
I've been getting good at the surfing sections, by the way. I got a bonus of 9. But it just gets added to the... Wow, that really only adds, like, up to 25 seconds to your bonus time. That's really...
Like they really expect you to be there for a while.
Like, who even cares about the bonus time in the surfing section? It's so... pointless, pun intended.
As long as, I guess, as long as having zero isn't a timeout.
I'm starting to regret all of those jokes about the David sculpture now.
Also, is that the exact same? No, wait, that's not the exact same
Excuse
sprite.
me, sir, do you have a moment?
Away with you, little man. There's an exquisite work of art hiding in this block of marble. I must find my chisel and free it. Leave me alone. What?
It's gotta be Italian.
Yeah,
We'll just
I can't read
ignore that. Howdy, Fred! Who are you?
I am Raphael, painter and friend to painters. I know all the big names in art: Leonardo, Michelangelo, Bartolomeu. I think all true artists should wear berets, and so here's one for you.
A beret. Well, not the strangest hat Mario has worn. Do you
True.
recognize this chisel?
I may be a painter, but I have associated with sculptors. That is a marble chisel. Michelangelo has just started work on a huge white marble piece. Coincidence? I think not! Credo di no.
What marble piece is Michelangelo working on?
I'm sorry, but I have to search for some paint so I can get on with this portrait. Why don't you go to Venice? I hear they could use a plumber.
You know, there is that one episode of the Mario Brothers cartoon where they do, in fact, visit Venice.
Makes you wonder if it's all connected.
It's
Again,
all
I don't
connected.
know.
Oh my goodness, Mario speaking actual Italian.
Wow.
Is this chisel yours?
Not yet. I'm a mere apprentice. We apprentices have to work long and hard before we earn the right to own a chisel as nice as that. Besides, that one is marked with the letter M.
Why, my goodness, that's the first letter of my name. Do you know the artist Michelangelo?
Si, amico. I was blessed to work with him on his statue, La Pieta, the Pity. Some doubted a mere 23-year-old could work with such a miracle, so he carved Michelangelo made it across the front.
Okay, you know what? I gotta see if that's true.
That's actually kind of amazing.
That would be really amazing. Hey, we learned something fun about history. See, this is what you need to do in history class from now on. Where did he learn to sculpt so well?
Oh, I think he is a natural genius, but he studied Greek statues in Lorenzo de' Medici's sculptures garden. Until Lorenzo the Magnificent passed away in 1492, he was Michelangelo's patron.
What's Michelangelo's greatest talent?
His specialty has always been the beauty of the human form. You know how he learned anatomy? He studied the bodies at a hospital. He really knows the muscles and bones. I feel a draft. Jeez. Yes, that is one way to learn.
Okay, he needs heat. What are you looking at?
A painting Michelangelo helped me with. When we were only 13, he apprenticed together at the workshop of the... this is also
the
just...
Super Girlandio brother. I probably butchered it. Don't worry.
Actually, I think you got it. Gerlandio. Ghirlandaio brothers. In the end.
Ghirlandaio. Maybe.
Ghirlandaio?
Maybe. It's like, there's the
Oh, yeah,
I
there's
after
the
the
A
A. I don't know. We're losing track here. Come
Ghirlandaio?
on. Bonus
Yeah,
time's
brothers.
decreasing faster and faster. Come on.
Okay. The end. They wound up paying him to be their apprentice.
Why did he leave the workshop?
He was probably bored. He learned about fresco painting, but he really wanted to be a sculptor. That was already 13 years ago. He gave away his brushes. Take one, por favor. No, per favor.
Do you ever hear from him?
He's such a big sculptor now, he forgets about me. I hear the city leaders have hired Michelangelo to make a sculpture of David, the boy who slew Goliath in the Bible.
Do you have any paint to spare?
I'm an artist, not a store clerk. I'm also hungry. If you bring me this staff of life, perhaps I can get my staff to give you paint. Capiche? What?
The Staff of Life? I have no idea. What do we have? We have a brush and something. I've completely forgotten what items we have.
I have as well. Oh, this is Michelangelo.
Yeah.
I know the guy, because I think he was asking for
It's a
paint.
beret.
Oh, that's the beret. Right, he gave us the beret.
Artists have berets.
Oh, that's him. No, signor.
Oh, I bet I know. Wearing the beret. Yeah.
Thanks for the capello. My head was freezing. Sit, have a crust of bread that Mama made. I know a picture is worth 1,000 words, but I could talk forever about my idol, Michelangelo.
Can you tell me more?
Reto, he was born in 1475 in the Buonarroti family in Caprese, but his father was a ne'er-do-well, and Michelangelo was sent to live with a family of stonecutters. That's why he loves the sculpt.
Has he always lived in Florence?
Luckily, he grew up around this elegant city. Florence has been the artistic center of Europe since the Renaissance began.
Please don't ask him what Renaissance is. You should already know this, Mario. Okay, cool. Can you
Okay.
tell me where I can find Michelangelo?
They say he has very few friends, so he's probably in the studio, up to David's ear in Carrara Marble.
Oh, it's a good thing they don't show the David sculpture finished, just in progress. You know what I mean? Okay, so I guess maybe the brush goes to him.
No, he's asking for food, and the guy gave you bread.
Oh, okay.
Sassy, but no. Italian bread, my favorite, and I promise you, paint? No, here it is. Renaissance purple. You see, I'm no con artist.
Will Michelangelo ever paint again?
There's a story making the studio rounds that Pope Julius II is going to hire him to paint the ceiling of a chapel at the Vatican, but it's not yet written in stone, capiche?
Do you think he'll accept?
One could hardly refuse a papal commission. Besides, I also happen to know Michelangelo hopes to sculpt the Pope's tomb. Oh, well, the thing we wish to do is often the thing we do best.
He hopes to...
The thing we wish to do least is often the thing we do best. Ah!
He wants to sculpt the guy's tomb? That's kind of morbid.
I mean, if it's for the church, back in these days, that would be a great honor.
Not unless he decides to have a little fun with the guy.
True.
With his grave. Okay.
He's just asking for straight up paint.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, grazie, signor. Now I can continue with my best work so far, a portrait of the Pope. Tell me, how can I help you continue your quest?
What is Michelangelo working on?
A 13th half-foot statue of the most splendid David I've ever seen, the Pulubello. Although I think the hands and head are a little large for the body. Don't tell Michelangelo.
I'll tell him what's actually large for the body. What other commissions does he have?
Por favor, it's a bit boring to talk so much about Michelangelo, no? Besides, I need to see a man about getting a new paintbrush. Oh.
Yeah, he needs 2 items. That's also a great innovation for this game, a stage where one NPC needs 2 items.
It's true. I was trying to give up on the... I was trying to give you the brush off.
The brush!
I hope I can repay you by helping out with this chisel mystery.
Do you know anything about the Sistine Chapel?
Oh, Michelangelo and I have heard all the rumors. Michelangelo wants to sculpt, not paint, so he asked Pope Julius II to give me the job.
How about Michelangelo's other commissions?
Must we discuss all work he's getting? Alright, here's the Pope's tomb, his David job, and then maybe the Sistine Chapel. That's pretty good for a freelancer. No kidding.
That's all of it, so...
Was born in... He was born in Florence, wasn't he?
Is Florence an Italian city? No, it is not.
No, it wasn't.
Alright, just
Uh,
find the one that sounds... Venice. No. Uh-oh.
was it Venice or Vienna?
Vienna's Austrian, so...
Oh, what about Venice? Wait, Venice is the same thing, just different language. What am I saying?
This? Oh no! Game over. Really? Really? Game over?
Oh my god.
We have to do that again?
I think, like you said, we can just do the quiz again, right?
I'm gonna assume that we don't have to actually go through all of that again, though, and can actually just skip to the book.
We just have to get the questions right. So it was born in somewhere Italy. Gotta be before that time. I think he said, like, 45. Raised by a family of... Was it stonecutters?
Yeah, I think
I know
so.
they mentioned... Yeah. He grew up in stonecutters, yeah. At the age of 13, he was apprenticed to learn the basics of painting at the... That name. Michelangelo considered crystal sculpture and rebroke his contract. Sculpture Gardens of the Great. I think it was like Lorenzo, because it was like a very fancy name. Lorenzo de Medici?
Yes.
Indeed, Michelangelo's famous sculpture is unmatched. His remarkable Pieta was carved when he was only 23 years old. Shortly after, his foot sculpture, David, was wrought from a single block of marble. Sistine Chapel, although Michelangelo implored Pope.
Was it Julius?
No, I think Julius was someone else. I could think that was
Nope,
a king.
I'm right.
No, it wasn't. Oh, there, you got me there.
That just leaves this one.
Where was he born?
Process of elimination, I guess. This? Oh, okay.
Caprese. That is very Italian. Okay.
Grazie.
Grazie. Grazie. I've been
Here we
looking
go
all over
again.
for this. That's a relief. Often our worst fears are unfounded. Perhaps it is the same with the Sistine Chapel.
Mike? So,
What?
Mike, are you going to paint that ceiling?
Oh, why not? You've convinced me. Now, whose portrait should I put there? Say Mario! Ah.
You better not. Because then that would prevent Nintendo from ever making the video games the same way we know they do now.
Or people would just still do it and call it a huge coincidence.
Hey, maybe this is the secret to getting all of the bonus points. Just intentionally get all the information, fail the stage, then go back in.
I don't feel like doing that though. It's too much surfing, too much water.
Too much water. 6 out of 10, too much water.
A skull. I can have a few guesses.
Oh,
I
it's
have
going to
no
be
idea what that
Shakespeare.
is.
That's the skull of Yorick,
Yeah, Romeo.
no doubt.
No, yeah.
Stratford
Actually,
upon
no.
Avon. What a weird city name.
I guess that's the thing. Like, how familiar are you with Romeo and Juliet?
Like every cartoon ever has an episode where they reenact the play, so I don't know.
Well, that's the thing, because, like, I know sometimes only reacts part of it. I know the whole Romeo thing, like, Romeo thing had been, like, a meme for the longest time. Before you say it, no, that's what the actual definition of a meme is. Something that's been, like, referenced and transpired across the generations and stuff. It's just the internet ruined the actual definition of it.
DNA of the soul.
Thank you, Revengeance. Because I only ever hear it reenact that moment. I've actually only ever seen, like, one full, like, movie of the actual story. And even then, I think I did miss some important details. So, heck, you might have the leg up on me this one.
Possibly. Oh, goodness.
I assume this is a theater.
Hi, I'm Mario, and I'm here to...
By the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes. Oh, sorry, you are but an inoffensive plumber. Get thee hence, I need inspiration. It is my verse that wants repair, not my pipes.
I think your pipes need repairs, too. I can tell someone is going to have a lot of fun with this stage. Call me crazy. Hi there, ma'am. I'm looking for Shakespeare.
Anne Hathaway is my name, good sir. But what in a name at which we all call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet? Shakespeare, my beloved husband, is at the theater.
They all talk like this?
Help!
I love movies. What's he going to see?
Movies? In a odd word, though you pronounce it trippingly on the tongue. If you speak of theatre, the play's the thing. They rehearse this latest effort even now across the square.
Has Shakespeare lived here his whole life?
Yes, Stratford-upon-Avon is his place of birth, and has been his home for all of his 37 years. In this village we were wed, and our 3 children were born here as well.
You have children? I didn't know that.
Yes, our children are the light of our lives. Judith and Susanna shine brighter than heaven above. Alas, our son Haman is with the angels. Hamnet? It begins. He's with the angels. It's how far that little candle still throws his beams.
Does Shakespeare write like that? Please tell me he doesn't.
My dear husband writes all things in life. Beauty, sorrow, joy, comedy, and of course, love. I must prepare a goose now, or I will quote volumes. Where has my kitchen knife gone?
You want your kitchen knife? Okie dokie.
This is going to hurt.
I think so. Though, it is... If they really had a son named Hamnet, maybe that's like inspiration for Hamlet.
It's possible.
Hi, do you know Shakespeare?
Shakespeare, a fellow of infinite jest, most excellent fancy. We were schoolmates here in Stratford-upon-Avon. He went to become famous while I am fortune's fool.
Hey, I'm no Shakespeare myself.
And some doubts that Shakespeare is Shakespeare! Sorry, that got me. This is the most unkindest cut of all. Some credit his work to Francis Bacon or Edward de Vere, the 17th Earl of Oxford.
Please tell me that he's not actually named Bacon.
I think it's even pronounced that way. Or is that Kevin Bacon?
Why don't people think Shakespeare is Shakespeare?
He writes of things of which only the powerful and travelled should know, but I have heard him say, to a well-favoured man is the gift of fortune, but to write and read comes by nature.
I think you still need to be taught to read and write, so... I've travelled far to return this to Shakespeare. You did not, Mario.
Why, I'm a traveller too. Please take my old globe as a gift. I just received a new one left to me in the will of Sir Francis Drake. Oh, brave new world. It has such people and...
What kind of plays has Shakespeare written?
He writes, they say, of love, blood, and rhetoric. His works are of 3 kinds as well. Firstly, there are his histories, plays like Henry IV, Richard III, and Henry V.
I love Richard III! My kingdom for a horse! My kingdom for a Yoshi!
Yeah.
What other kinds of plays does he write?
Oh, excellent comedies like Twelfth Night, Much Ado About Nothing, and The Taming of the Shrew, Julius Caesar, Romeo and Juliet, and now Hamlet, though among his retching tragedies.
So what's this new play about?
You mean Hamlet, a Danish prince, his father murdered most foul, must decide to take revenge upon the murderer. But is Prince Hamlet sane, or is he mad? That is the question.
Boy, I bet everyone will want to see that.
No doubt. Even the Queen will be there. They say Shakespeare wrote one of his plays specifically for her. Egad! A stain on my doublet. If only I had my handkerchief, I could remove it.
I think he's talking about A Midsummer Night's Dream. I could be wrong, though. Whichever one has the fairy queen named Titania.
See.
Or am I wrong?
See. No. See, I wish I could verify, but I actually am not very familiar with Shakespeare's plays, which is not only just damning here, but considering my brother's an English major, I really should know his plays.
I'll Google it later. Oh, wait,
Hey.
he wants something. Oh, a handkerchief.
He needs a handkerchief.
Because everyone cries so easily. Hi, my name is Mario, and I...
I, sir, am an actor, none other than the great Brigade of Verbiage. Verbiage. Verbiage? What is
Barrage
this?
of verbiage.
Burbage of Verbiage. You can tell. My given name is Richard Verbiage. Ah! You're gonna have to help me with this, mate. I'm sorry.
Quick, we're losing time here.
Okay, but I can be called by any name.
You're an actor in Shakespeare's plays?
Now others? Since 1594, the Lord Chamberlain's Men was performed for Her Majesty in a court we hold was the mirror up to nature reflecting this stuff called life.
I'm not sure I understand.
Life is difficult to fathom at times. Shakespeare writes of that. Listen to this. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. That is a line from As You Like It.
Sounds accurate. How many plays are there?
I know of some 37, some written, some performed, some still seedlings in his imagination, like the Darling Buds of May. These plays of which I speak include histories, comedies, and tragedies.
He's written a lot.
Yes, Shakespeare is not only the greatest playwright and poem in English literature, he is also an actor of some merit. More of his anon. This knife to Anne Hathaway must go. Take it, please.
You want to give a woman a knife. Okay. Aren't you supposed to be rehearsing?
Egad, yes, I must prepare. Tonight I perform Will Shakespeare directs. I am portraying Prince Hamlet, the melancholy Dane, but I am in need of a feather for my costume.
Okay, so we need a feather.
Got the kitchen knife.
So, does Bowser know he stole a stage prop instead of a real skull?
I don't think he really cares. It's a cool museum piece anyway. This is a dagger I see before me, the handle towards my hand. Oh, it's my kitchen knife. Thank you. William is always taking my things to use as props at the Globe Theatre. That
That was almost the scene from Romeo and Juliet.
Oh my god!
I got it from Bravage, the actor. He says hi.
Ah, Richard, I had forgotten we had loaned it to him. As I say, neither borrower nor lender be. William should have brought it home. But men are men. The best sometimes forget.
That reminds me, Bravage needs a feather.
Yes, of course. His costume. Here it is. You know, this feather is a veteran of many plays in London. The profits from the Globe Theatre there have made us quite comfortable.
Actually, maybe you shouldn't give that to Mario, because if he touches it, a cape might spontaneously appear.
Might be different better.
You got that joke, right?
Yeah, I did.
Hey, I'll bet this skull is another prop.
It appears to be his favorite prop for Hamlet, the play he rehearsing tonight. Someone must rush it to him, alas, for you're it. Here, wrap this handkerchief around it and be off. Wow, 2 items.
So innovative. Here's your handkerchief. Right.
Or handkerchief. Thanks. Out, Dawn Spot! Out, I say! There, yes, Shakespeare has written much. I suspect he will continue to write till his final plot is the one he's buried in. Here, and Strantford upon Avon. Names.
And that's it.
Yeah.
He needs the feather.
You are prince among plumbers, my costume complete. I am an actor, this above all, to thine own self be true, and it must follow as the night of the day. Thou canst not then be false to any man.
I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense.
Methinks the plumber doth protest too much. Listen to the words, and the meanings is clear. Simply put, if you are honest with yourself, you cannot help but show your true self to others.
Why can't you say it that way? I get it. Where can I see one of his plays?
At the Globe Theatre, but check the weather, for if it's bad, the performance are cancelled. Though the open roof admits both sun and rain, we admit but more customers if we had a sign.
I don't get it. Where can I see... whoa. Actually,
He's repeating himself.
he wants this, maybe?
How clever! A globe as a sign for the globe. You are most generous. You have not only helped the player, you have helped the play. I'm off to the theatre. I must bid you adieu.
Alrighty then.
Goth protest too much actually does make a reference in Kid Icarus. That's like the only thing I got. uh, Romeo and Juliet, Hamlin, Lear, Othello,
This
Macbeth.
goes... There we go.
Playwright and poet, and I'll be honest with you, I feel all tongue twisted after reading all that.
I can't blame you, but luckily I think there's only one more stage after this.
Funny thing is, it actually does remind me of a play I actually did back in high school, where it wasn't that we were enacting a play for, like, one of Shakespeare's plays. The whole play was the idea of, I forget who you call it, I guess the director, trying to hire actors for a play of Romeo and Juliet, but every single actor had, like, every bad stereotype of an actor can have about being a bad actor. So, like, one was way too expressive, one had a very demanding acting coach. I don't think you could ever imagine what mine is, though.
What's that?
I had to play as the guy that would shout his lines. So, like, I'd come off very meek, like, I'd come off very meek and nervous about doing this stuff, you know, I don't know what I'm doing, and then when it was time to do it, I'd be like, "Deny thy father's name!" up in high, like, to the entire crowd. And it was hilarious, man. I kind of miss it. Maybe I should try doing more plays.
I don't want to remember any plays I've been in, unfortunately.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that they haven't been a good experience.
Maybe they're just cringe in hindsight. It's like, did I really act like that back then? Enter stage right, give prop to Shakespeare.
Ooh, he's playing it out too. I dig it. Must spare charmed life. Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him, Mario. But now the play may commence. All's well that ends well.
Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him. In America. Well, Bill, it's late. I have to... Bill? Really?
Good night, good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow that I shall say good night. Until it be morrow, I thank you again, my puckish plumber.
Wherever there is a meeting, a parting is sure to follow.
Sure to follow.
However, that parting may not last forever, unless you're traveling through time.
I'm making me think, I wonder if someone ever did a play of Majora's Mask.
That would be very ironic. A masquerade of Majora's Mask.
I'd be down for that. Also, yeah, me shouting that line actually to get me in a little bit of trouble. I'm not doing that again.
Oh dear.
It's no big deal. Just shout again.
Alright, one last...
Alexandria, 47 BC.
We're doing BC again. There have been 2 BCs.
And this is close. I don't even know what to call the turn of, like, between BC and AD. Because I know it's before and after an important event, but, like...
You can say what it is. I won't get in trouble for it.
Right. I mean, yeah, because I know it's, like, the important event before Christ and after death, but, like... I think what's also interesting is, I think that phrase has been changed now. It's not BC anymore, and AD, is it?
Well, I can't say I'm certain myself. I'll have to look that up, actually, because I think it would be an interesting topic.
Actually, I found it for you if you'd like.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's been changed to BCE and CE, which denote the periods before and after Jesus was born. Some Christians are offended by the removal of the reference to Jesus in the Common Era notation. The Southern Baptist Convention supports retaining the BC AD verbiage abbreviation.
So now it's just the Common Era and before the Common Era.
Yeah, it seems like it was done for religious neutrality, which that makes sense.
I mean, they might just do that for Christmas soon, and then we'll be in trouble.
Well, I mean, the name Christmas doesn't really does it? Guess it does. Never really thought of that.
We haven't even entered the stage yet, and already we're getting spicy.
Oh, it took me a bit, but as soon as I saw what this place is like, okay, no, I know exactly what those items are.
Yep, it's Egypt, obviously.
Oh, is that what I thought it was?
No, 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 no.
I know. You're just looking for it. I think it's probably this big, important-looking building.
Yeah. Hi, Miss
Ah, there she is.
Cleopatra. Ready for the big day?
Greetings, plumber. Yes, I'm finally going to get my crown back. Please make yourself scarce. I must be bathed and bejeweled now.
Wow, okay. Well, it looks like Mario is in an actual coronation day now. You know what that means?
All thing
Hi there.
of all things,
You look familiar? Really?
you know me. I'm Julius Caesar, head of one of the greatest civilizations ever. Psst. Does my bald spot show? I fear it's becoming more noticeable.
Julius Caesar went bald.
I could have fooled me.
What's a busy Roman ruler doing here?
Came in pursuit of an enemy, but as I conquered Pompeii, so has Cleopatra conquered my heart. But please, take this cat away. I'm terribly allergic.
Seriously?
Cat.
I just have a cat now. Meow. Will you both rule from Alexandria?
No, I must do as the Romans do and return to my country's capital.
Ah, funny.
By the gods, this cursed bald spot, I really can't meet Cleopatra this way.
Was the cat on his head?
I don't think so.
Why did you help Queen Cleopatra?
Enough, plebeian. I must know if this bald spot shows. As the leader of the most powerful nation on earth, I must make myself irresistible to the much younger Queen of the Nile.
Okay. What if we just give him the cat and put it on his head?
Indeed, I would not know what to do with that.
Okay, never mind.
Generic answer.
Is the queen in residence these days?
Yes, ever since Caesar arrived and took her side in that nasty fight with her little brother, you must be Roman. You certainly don't walk like an Egyptian.
Close. Why does she need a second coronation?
You're from another world? With the help of Caesar, Cleopatra has regained the throne stolen by her brother, Ptolemy the Seventh. Wait, that's the 12th.
The 12th.
The crown. 12. The crown of Osiris. Did you see that mouse?
Mouse. Oh, I know.
No, that should be sacrificed to the god. Oh my.
How did she gain Caesar's help?
She convinced Caesar that her brother didn't obey her father's wishes. Caesar ruled that she should reign again. More mice. I know how to battle armies of men, not rodents.
Now, do you want the cat? Yes, you do.
Slayer of vermin. I shall worship this animal forever if it rids this palace of those beady-eyed pests. Thanks, plumber. I am in your debt. What is your wish?
Tell me, who else is important around here?
I've heard the Romans speak highly of one named Mark Antony, officer of Caesar's. Even Queen Cleopatra took notice when he was mentioned, but she is always attracted to power.
Is Cleopatra a good ruler?
She is more beloved
No,
than
no, no, no,
promptly...
wait. Yes, she can figure out the lengths of things easily. Okay, carry on.
She's more beloved than Pompeii the 12th by far. My beloved is the queen's maid, and I have carved this wooden asp for her. Please give it to her as a sign of my love.
I'm not taking any asses from you. Gee, how romantic. Tell me more.
About the queen, she was born in 69 BC and
Nice.
crowned in 52 BC. They say she's the most alluring woman in the world, but I prefer her maid.
Also, they wouldn't call it BC if you're actually in BC.
True.
Yes, well, anything else about Cleo?
She recently bore Caesar a son, naming him Caesarion?
Caesarian.
Sorry.
Maybe.
To be trouble. Calpurnia, Caesar's wife in Rome, has always been above suspicion, but I bet she suspects now.
Now this children's history game is talking about adultery.
Wow.
Okay, no more of that. Excuse me, ma'am, is this staff yours?
Holy Isis, Mario, be careful with that. It's solid gold and very old. The Pompeii line of kings have ruled with that staff for generations.
Cleopatra inherited the throne, then?
Her father, Ptolemy the 11th, named her to rule Egypt and Alexandria equally with her brother, but Ptolemy the 12th was selfish and wanted to rule Egypt by himself.
Is Caesar planning on taking Cleopatra away?
Oh, the queen would jump at the chance. I have heard that she will soon go with Caesar to Rome. I fear Romans may not like her, though she can be difficult.
Your boss needs a lot of care, huh?
She's very high maintenance. She's known as a charmer, you know. We bathe her, massage her with scented oils, apply makeup and hairdos, tie her sandals, have a hand mirror. She has hundreds.
What do Julius and Cleo have in common?
Well, they're both smart and powerful, both love strategy, politics, plus, they're each very vain and ambitious. A true match of the gods.
Or the demons, by the sound of it. Are they really in love?
It's hard to say. Cleopatra's usually all business, but around Julius she recites poetry and blushes. It could be true love, or it could be the love of power.
How can I persuade Caesar to talk to me?
Grapes. Grapes would please the council. Excuse me, but I've been trying to catch an eye on that handsome guard over there. I don't think he knows I exist.
Okay. Let's see, we have grapes. Oh, okay. So, look at this. The grapes got recycled from the other chapter, but the tea bag did not.
Yes, different type.
So, wooden snake? Oh, okay.
Yes. Serpent. Oh, but it's made of wood. A gift from him.
A wood serpent.
So... Yeah.
A wood serpent.
I mean, historically, Egyptians always tied a lot of things to snakes, but yeah, you could look at it that way. A gift from him. Oh, he has noticed me. Ever since Caesar arrived here since last year in 48 BC, it seems we've all been bitten by the love scarab.
Anything else about Cleopatra?
Only that she's considered the most alluring woman in the world. Take it from me, she works at it. You better return that staff to her or she won't be crowned.
Alright, one down. Is there someone over here? No.
We have a grapes and a mirror.
Oh, he needs this.
Your gift reflects both my power and good looks. My bold spot doesn't show at all. You have my gratitude, plumber. What else do you wish to know about me?
How did you get to decide who will rule Egypt?
Cleopatra's father, Ptolemy the 11th, left a will leaving Rome as guardian of Egypt. As the Council of Rome, it naturally became my job to act as guardian.
Can you tell me more about this staff?
What staff? I thought we were talking about me. My throat has suddenly become awfully dry.
Alright, alright.
There you go. Grapes, the fruit of Bacchus. About that staff. It's solid gold. They say whoever possessed it is the true ruler of Egypt. Of course, my own power is recognized without such adornment.
Will the Romans accept Cleopatra?
It's a delicate political question. The citizens of Rome distrust her, however. With that staff in her hands, Cleopatra becomes a very powerful ally.
That's that, I suppose. By the way, does the
All
time
right.
go down while you're on this? It actually doesn't.
4-3. 3-3.
1, 2, 3. No, it doesn't. Okay.
Oh, that's handy. Our father's passing, Cleopatra and her brother were named to rule the kingdom of Egypt. However, Cleopatra's selfish brother, Ptolemy, I cannot pronounce his name. I've been trying my best.
I think
he
it's
was the 12th.
I can't.
Ptolemy. Ptolemy?
Maybe.
Didn't wish to share the throne, so he banished his sister from the capital city of
Probably this.
Alexandria. It was up to the Roman ruler, Julius Caesar, who served as Egypt's guardian.
Highly specific words they want you to find. There's a lot of them on this one as well.
I mean, this is probably the last one, so throne. Thus, a second coronation was held for the queen in the year. None of these can be right.
Oh, it's down here at the bottom.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So, what's a
Well,
good coronation day quote to put here?
like,
I
I'm
don't think there's a recognizable quote you could use. Oh well.
from what exactly? Like, ARG or?
The ROM hack, dude.
Oh yeah, I guess I was confused by what you mean by that. I mean, there's a few. I'm just trying to think of one that fits this setting without being too creepy.
Uh, I guess I should forget about it. I'm always trying to connect two things with similar ideas.
Honestly, if anything, I'm surprised you mentioned the Coronation Day, of all things.
Didn't you?
I did, yeah. Well, it's because when I first saw the word here when we started this, I was like, oh, right, that's a thing. Also funny, because, like, oh, sorry, what is this? Oh, yeah, Caesarian. Also because, like, a very recent ARG slash other horror story I was following also recently referenced Coronation Day, so it was fresh on my mind at the time.
Oh, wow, I think you've got to introduce me to that. Sounds like fun.
Well, kinda. It's basically a... hell, why am I being subtle? I don't know if you would be interested, though, because it's basically a Deltarune, unused story ARG.
Oh. Well, we'll see.
Mean my ancestor's staff of royal power, a 3-pound solid gold symbol of absolute rule over 1/3 of the world? Why, yes, I was.
Well, Cleo, looks like everything is A-okay.
Yes, Mario, it's been another dramatic moment in my life. Perhaps one day it'll even be a play with Julius Caesar, Mark Antony, and I all living happily ever after.
And now, before we exit, I must say, everyone bow to the statue of Anubis, the one true god. If you play Pal World, that's apparently the case.
Apparently. Also, I don't know if they're allowed to just straight up use it. I assume it's a different spelling or something to get around it.
What?
Either way, the name Anubis. Anyway,
oh well,
that's all of them.
You can't copyright God.
True. Yeah, that's all of them, isn't it?
I think so, unless there's actually secretly even more levels on top of that. Oh, hi.
There he is. And there he goes. Trying to use the time machine, eh? Paradise. Oh, wait, I think... It wouldn't do this?
Do I have control, or... Oh, no.
Oh, let's go into a cutscene. Yeah. Bowser has escaped. You need to finish quicker.
Eat my...
I completely forgot that this game actually has multiple different endings. This game has multiple endings!
Well... What is that face he is making?
He's like laying back on the recliner. He's supposed to be like relaxing.
Okay, well, that was kind of disappointing. It kind of tanked my opinion of the game in one fell swoop.
I completely forgot that you have to actually do it in a fast amount of time.
What is the required time, anyways?
I don't actually know. I do know what the ending is, though, because it's actually kind of humorous.
I'll probably, like, edit it into the video, because I'm not subjecting you to the whole thing all over again.
No, like, this was fun, but a one-and-done deal is all I ask. Still,
oh,
it was interesting.
On second
all
thought,
this.
maybe it's not necessary. Let's see here.
I think I know what you're getting at. Have it, or would you like me to look for it?
I got it. Okay.
Perfect. That's right. I completely forgot that this game actually uses that system. This is a SNES game, but it doesn't have...
Oh, what? That just gave me the normal ending. I wasn't quick enough. So yes, there's a button combination to just see any ending you want. So here's the stupid ending with him just like making all those weird faces and everything. He's got a swan with him.
He's reclining. Apparently he went like 5 years in the future because I think his time machine... No, 3 years in the future because I think his time machine said like Paradise 1996?
1993.
Oh, so he didn't even need the time machine to travel. He just... I'm Bowser. See, what I thought you were going to do was you were going to look up like a password that gives you the best ending. Here we go. Yeah, so the idea is Bowser's time machine actually malfunctions and accidentally sends him to the prehistoric age.
The
did
wrong
it
order.
wrong order?
Return the artifacts for each level in the same order.
Okay, so this is the semi-bad ending? Because this is basically like what happens in the bad ending, except for... No, sorry. Best ending, except for one thing.
What's the actual order you're supposed to do, then?
I don't know. Unless they actually mean, like, going from oldest to newest or something like that.
Something like that. You have to put in this code rather quickly.
Actually depends on the timing? Dang.
It's because you only have a limited amount of time after the button gets input to... Did I do it wrong again?
Nope, you got it right. Unless...
Nothing's changing. Oh, hello.
Here we go.
This is so awful.
There you go. In the best ending, not only does Bowser get sent back to the prehistoric age, he gets, like, squashed by a giant dinosaur. Congratulations, you did it!
Time Machine team.
Oh, you actually get the full credits here, too. Bowser's alright, by the way. He's just now a puddle.
He'll recover. He's been dunked in lava too many times.
Yeah.
This screen is so ugly looking.
Yeah. I almost wonder if, like, this whole thing was basically... Not clip art, what you call it. Where you have, like... You digitize, like, photographs and stuff.
It looked fine for most of the rest of the game. I think Mario is Missing has better artwork, though.
Yeah. I mean, it has to.
It has to.
But, I mean, because you're going all over the world. In this case, we're going through time.
And
we'll ask,
going
how
all
do
over
you...
the world at the same time.
True. I guess I'll ask you then. How do you feel about our little adventure through time and space? Or just time?
It was a fun little novelty, I gotta say. Like, it's amazing. We were able to talk about things while we were playing what's basically Mario edutainment. We got enjoyment out of this, and I don't know how that happened. I suppose you could find enjoyment out of any game, even if it's technically a quote-unquote bad game. I suppose it's worth saying, if I paid $60 for this, that would be really awful. I wouldn't like it.
Yeah, no. The fact that we basically just got a free experience from this, like, it helps when you have the right person to be with. I'm no historian, but even then we found some fun things to talk about with this.
Mom and Dad!
Aww.
Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Well, you know, like, you always gotta credit the little people.
I just hope we didn't get too political throughout all of this. I'm pretty sure I set somebody's brain on fire.
I just hope nobody gets angry at my poor pronunciation of certain words. Like, that
was inevitable.
Yeah, especially when we went to Shakespeare's time. It's like, I'm partly good at saying things, but not all that Shakespearean stuff. No, this was surprisingly fun, I gotta say.
Okay, there's one last thing we can look at, actually. So... Let me... Just, Can I press start to get through this?
I don't know. I don't think so. This is probably a case where you have to wait for everything to finish.
Gosh, I need to be quick on this next one.
Because I'm curious, because I don't know this one. I didn't even know this game had codes to get the different endings.
I think I got it. Okay, cool.
Oh! Jeez. Just straight up a sound test.
Surfing!
Oh man, I miss the days when they would do stuff like this. Just because back then, even in like some of the smaller games, they'd always give you like a secret way to access like the sound, the museum. The
Oh, wow.
sound break?
Hanging note. Okay, there we go.
I wonder how to do something with the sound chip.
Sound group? Oh, I get it. It's selecting a sound bank. That's weird.
That definitely is different. You know, I'm all sudden like, what other silly game we could play? But nah, I'm not gonna ask you for that. I honestly asked for Mario's Time Machine just for a simple novelty, and now here we are.
And now here we are.
Oh man, this has been no, seriously, this has been a joy.
Well, you want to do fun with numbers? You want to have some fun with that?
I don't even know where we can go with that, because unlike this game, that game kind of is endless.
That game is pure children's entertainment. I don't think we'd enjoy that.
No. Like, this was a novelty just because it's interesting to know about history. Mario is missing, maybe, but even then, that's asking for a lot. I'd rather not.
Yes, I honestly believe Mario's Missing is far more boring. But I will give it that it was very interesting to see the map of Earth rendered like a Super Mario World map screen. That was pretty fun.
Oh, that is pretty cool. Like, here I am thinking, like, you know, there probably is a way to make entertainment good, but it's very hard. I mean, hell, even Minecraft has a hard time doing that. And they made a whole version for it.
There are good edutainment games, of course. They were mostly on PC. Thanks everyone for watching this very weird video idea. We've come up with yet another strange game to feature on the channel.
Wait until I start getting him into more wackier games, I know.
Sure, maybe we'll just find as many strange games as we can think of. You never know what's going to happen on the channel of Ephraim225 and his very good friend known only as...
I am now history educated.
That he is, ladies and gentlemen. See you next time for whatever happens next.
Y'all have a good night.